Guys, look, I'm not saying Sonia and Maurice are building empires, but when people start whispering that two actors have made enough money from just working together to literally start their own production company, that's when you know the chemistry isn't just on screen anymore. These joint projects are printing money, and everyone can see it. The speculation is everywhere. People are doing the math, calculating how much these movies are bringing in, and the numbers are apparently crazy. When you think about it, if their films are consistently hitting those high view counts, and the revenue keeps flowing in like that, then starting a whole production house isn't even far-fetched anymore. It's actually logical business sense. And that's what makes this whole thing interesting, because we're not just talking about two actors who look good together on camera. We're talking about two people who have somehow created a money-making formula that works every single time. That's rare in this industry, and people are noticing it. So there's this video of Sonia cooking for Maurice, right? And the internet basically split into two camps. One half is screaming, she's already playing wife. And the other half is like, calm down, it's obviously a movie scene. But here's the thing, nobody actually knows for sure, and that confusion. That's exactly what's driving people. The video wasn't labeled, there was no clear context given, and that ambiguity just opened the floodgates for interpretation. Some people are analyzing the way she's stirring the pot. Others are looking at how Maurice is sitting there watching her, and everyone has a different theory about what's really going on. Was it a candid moment? Was it scripted for content? Was it a scene from an upcoming project? Nobody has answers, and that's precisely why the debate continues. The fact that neither Sonia nor Maurice has come out to clarify what that video was about only adds more fuel to the fire, and honestly, maybe that's intentional. I've watched enough of their content to notice this, and I'm not the only one. Fans swear that Maurice's entire vocal tone shifts when he's in scenes with Sonia. Like, his voice literally gets deeper, more romantic, more intentional. Whether that's acting or something else, I can't call it, but people are definitely paying attention. Go back and watch any of their movies, then watch Maurice in other projects with different co-stars, and you'll see what people are talking about. There's this particular softness, this deliberate warmth that comes through when he's delivering lines to Sonia's character. Now, is that just really good acting and understanding your scene partner? Maybe. Or is there something genuine bleeding through into the performance? That's the question fans keep asking. And the more you pay attention to it, the more you start to wonder yourself. It's one of those things that once you notice it, you can't unsee it, and that's why this talking point refuses to die down. This one is honestly wild to me. Sonia can't even wear comfortable, loose clothing without a comment section turning into a full investigation unit. One bubble dress, and suddenly it's baby loading. This, she's glowing, that. Like, can the woman just dress comfortably without a pregnancy tribunal? Every single time she steps out in anything that isn't body hugging, the comments explode with speculation. People are zooming in on photos, analyzing her face for that so-called pregnancy glow, watching how she walks, how she stands, even how she positions her hands in pictures. It's gotten to the point where fashion choices aren't even about fashion anymore. They're about whether or not she's hiding something. And honestly, this kind of pressure is a lot for anyone to deal with. Imagine not being able to wear what you want, without thousands of people making assumptions about your personal life. It's intense, and while I understand fans are excited and invested, sometimes the speculation crosses into invasive territory. Sonia hasn't announced anything, so maybe we should just let her wear what she wants in peace. Apparently, there's a whole fan group ready to print Samuchi merchandise. And what is the duo might actually back it? At this point, I'm just watching fans create a whole brand around two people who may or may not even be together. It's getting out of hand, honestly. But here's where it gets interesting. If they do endorse these t-shirts, that's basically them acknowledging the ship name and everything that comes with it. That would be a calculated move, a way to monetize the fan energy that's already there. Smart business. Absolutely. But it also blurs the line even more between what's real and what's just clever marketing. Fans would buy those shirts in a heartbeat. That's guaranteed money right there. The demand is clearly there. People want to rip Samuchi and feel like they're part of something. So, from a business standpoint, I get it. But it also feeds into the whole cycle of speculation. And once you start selling couple merchandise, you're essentially confirming something to the public, even if you're not saying it out loud. That's a choice they'd have to be ready for. Let me just say it, fans are doing too much with too much. Every look, every outfit, every behind-the-scenes moment is being dissected like it's a national security issue. Sometimes people just work well together. That's it. That's the tweet. But the fans have turned this into a full-time job, analyzing every interaction, every social media post, every interview answer for hidden meanings. Full stop post. Someone posts a picture at the same location. Suddenly they were there together. Someone uses the same caption vibe. Clearly they are coordinating. The level of investigation happening is honestly impressive in its thoroughness, but also maybe a bit excessive. I'm not saying don't enjoy the content or don't ship your favorites, but perhaps we can acknowledge that not everything has a deeper meaning. Sometimes a casual photo is just a casual photo. Sometimes people are just friends and colleagues who enjoy working together. The constant analysis and overthinking might actually be creating narratives that don't exist. And that's where things get complicated for everyone involved. Here is where the business gets interesting. A production assistant supposedly let it slip that booking both of them together now costs double what it used to. Why? Because their joint movies are cracking 1 million views in less than 2 days. That's not hype. That's cold, hard market value. When you can guarantee that kind of viewership that quickly, you become expensive, and rightfully so. Producers and directors know that putting these two names on a project together is basically a cheat code for success. The algorithm loves them, the audience shows up immediately, and the engagement numbers are consistently strong. That's every content creator's dream right there. So when the price doubles, it's not about ego or playing hard to get. It's simple economics, supply and demand. Their combined star power is in high demand, and the supply is limited because they can only do so many projects. That leaked information, if it's true, tells us that industry insiders are very aware of what Samuchi brings to the table, and they are willing to pay for it. Fans have gotten to the point where they expect Sonia and Maurice to do literally everything as a package deal. Movie, they should both be in it. Event, they should both attend. Interview, joint appearance only. It's like people forgot they are individual human beings with separate careers. This expectation is actually kind of unfair when you think about it, because it puts pressure on both of them to always be available for each other professionally, which isn't realistic. They have their own projects, their own brand deals, their own creative directions they might want to explore. But fans have become so used to seeing them together that anything less feels like a disappointment. If Maurice does a movie without Sonia, Comments will ask where she is. If Sonia attends an event solo, people want to know why Maurice isn't there. It's gotten to where their individual work almost gets overlooked because people are so focused on the pairing. And while I understand the appeal of seeing them together, we have to remember they are both talented individuals who deserve to be appreciated separately too. What's crazy is that this whole situation has created its own economy. Their names together are worth more than their names apart. Producers know it, fans know it, and I bet Sonia and Maurice know it too. That's not romance, that's just really good business. There's actual monetary value attached to their pairing now, and that changes everything. Brands want them for joint endorsement. Production companies want them for guaranteed viewership. Even event organizers probably want them as a pair because it draws bigger crowds. This chemistry, whether it's real or just professional, has become a commodity that can be bought and sold. And here's the thing about that. It means they have to be smart about how they manage this asset. Do too much together and risk overexposure. Do too little and the hype dies down. It's a delicate balance, and they're both navigating it while trying to build lasting careers. The chemistry economy is real, and they're right at the center of it. I think what's happening here is simple. Two talented people work well together, the projects succeed, and fans have turned that professional success into a full-blown shipping saga. Maybe there's something there, maybe there isn't, but one thing's for sure, everyone's watching, everyone's speculating, and that attention is worth its weight in gold. Whether they're together romantically or just brilliant professional partners, the outcome is the same. They've captured public imagination in a way that most actors spend their whole careers trying to achieve. That's powerful, and it's valuable. The speculation, the rumors, the fan theories, all of it keeps them relevant and keeps people antagonists half the battle. And in this industry, staying in the conversation is half the battle. So while we're all here trying to figure out what's real and what's performance, they're out here building careers and breaking view records. Maybe that's the real story we should be paying attention to, not just whether they're dating or not. Alright guys, that's all for now. Have a lovely day. Bye.